The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Akron Zips offense will take the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line has to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Finds a spot in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Akron!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now on third down for this offense. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Zips. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now on second down, after the good first down run, they'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Zips with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hart. He finds his man.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Zips are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Carr. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the single back. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Zips trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Trojans want to move quickly. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Makes the catch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
At the 40, there he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Zips are on the move. Power ahead. Touchdown, Zips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for... but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys... the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on second down. They'll go to the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you can...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Zips look to do some damage in the red zone. To throw, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third down coming up after that completion. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Trying to power it in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Akron!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
USC, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Burton. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Might be looking to run. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first, reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A.
And the Zips will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch down the right side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. And
the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Handoff to the single back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets open down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air, it's Hart. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Zips! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Let's go! They'll go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
With the run on first and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, USC!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. This offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The give to the lone running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. They'll try the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They'll leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Defense where you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Buck. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll throw it on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to run it. Finishes the run with the slide. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Akron. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Second down coming up.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Line gets set, first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.